Before this day leaves your hands, exhale. You made it here through noise, through doubts, through everything that tried to pull you off course. Tonight, we lay burdens down. Tonight, we trade worry for wisdom, pressure for purpose, and fear for faith. You are not your mistakes. You are not your past. You are a story still being written, and the pen is in your hand. Breathe in. You are safe. Breathe out. You are enough. Let the world soften around you as I speak to the strongest part of you, the part that refuses to quit. Listen closely. By the time this night is over, your mind will be lighter, your heart will be steadier, and your tomorrow will already be better. Now, close your eyes. We begin. The night is not just the end of the day. It is the beginning of everything you will become tomorrow. Most people rush through it, collapsing into bed with the weight of their failures, their fears, and their endless to-do lists. But tonight, you will see it differently. Tonight, you will learn that the night is your most powerful weapon for transformation. Think about it. Your mind doesn't shut off when you sleep. Your body rests, but your mind replays. Every thought you feed it before you drift away becomes the soil from which your tomorrow grows. If you plant doubt, you wake up heavy. If you plant gratitude, strength, and vision, you rise lighter, sharper, unstoppable. Nights are not for regret, they are for rewiring. Every evening is an invitation to reset your identity and reprogram your beliefs. You see, the day belongs to the world. The day demands. The phone rings. People need you. Obligations chase you. But the night belongs to you. The night is silent enough for you to finally hear your own voice. And what you tell yourself in these moments will shape the way you walk into the next sunrise. So let me ask you, what stories have you been carrying into your sleep? Stories of being not enough, stories of missed chances, of mistakes you wish you could erase. Tonight, you put those down, because here is the truth. Your brain is listening, your heart is listening, and your future is listening to what you whisper to yourself before you close your eyes. The last words you speak inside your mind at night are the first bricks of your tomorrow. Science even proves this. When you sleep, your brain isn't idle, it's rehearsing. It's strengthening the patterns you've repeated all day. If all you feed it is worry, then worry multiplies. If you feed it power, vision, and peace, then that's what grows stronger. Imagine you are a gardener. Every night you plant seeds. Some are weeds, some are flowers. By morning, those seeds are already sprouting. The choice is yours. What do you want to see bloom in your life? This is why the night matters. It is the reset button, the clean slate, the sacred space where you get to decide who you are becoming. Tomorrow doesn't begin when your alarm clock rings. It begins right now, in the stillness of this night. And I know you've carried heavy days. You've carried moments that broke you down, people who didn't believe in you, voices that told you to quit. But listen closely. The night is your chance to answer back, not with noise, not with arguments, but with truth. The truth that you are not done. The truth that your best days are still ahead. The truth that you are still here, breathing, listening, and that means you still have power. Picture this. 2 versions of yourself lie down at night. One version carries regret into the pillow. whispers, "I'll never change," and falls asleep in defeat. The other version takes the same day, no matter how messy, and whispers, "I release what I cannot control. I choose to see the lesson. I choose to rise stronger." That second version wakes up with fire. That second version wakes up ready. The only difference? The story they rehearsed before sleep. And here's something no one tells you. Your identity is not carved in stone. It is clay, and every night you hold it in your hands, with your words, your thoughts, your imagination. You shape it. Who you believe you are at night is who you begin to act like in the morning. If you fall asleep calling yourself broken, you wake up fragile. If you fall asleep calling yourself resilient, you wake up unshakable. This is why nights matter more than you realize. They are not just for rest, they are for rehearsal. They are the quiet stage where you practice being the person you want to become. And the more you practice, the more it sticks. Just like a musician who plays a song again and again, until the notes live inside their fingers. You must practice your future identity until it lives inside your mind. And the night gives you that sacred rehearsal space. So tonight, I want you to treat this moment as holy, as vital, as the bridge between who you were today and who you will be tomorrow. Do not waste it. Do not give it away to fear or regret. Claim it. Protect it. Fill it with the kind of thoughts that lift you, heal you, and prepare you to walk boldly into your next sunrise. All day, you've been carrying weight. Maybe it's the conversation that didn't go the way you hoped. Maybe it's the task you didn't finish, the mistake you made, or the person who disappointed you. Maybe it's just the invisible heaviness of trying to hold everything together. When you feel like you're barely holding yourself. And now here you are, at the end of the day, lying in the quiet, but your mind is still loud. Thoughts race, replay, repeat. And the truth is, this is the exact reason so many people wake up tired even after a full night's sleep. Because their body rested, but their soul never released. But not tonight. Tonight is different. Tonight is where you set it all down. Because you cannot carry the weight of today into tomorrow and expect to run freely toward the life you want. You have to learn the art of release. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a breath in through your nose. Hold it. Now exhale slowly through your mouth. Again. One more time. Feel it, the power of something so simple. Inhale strength. Exhale weight. Every breath you take is a reminder. You are allowed to let go. You are allowed to set down what is not serving you. Picture yourself carrying a heavy backpack. Inside are all the frustrations, mistakes, unfinished tasks, worries, and fears of this day. The straps dig into your shoulders. Your steps feel slow. And yet, you've gotten so used to it. You almost forgot what it feels like to walk without it. But tonight, I want you to imagine unclipping the straps. Sliding that backpack. Your body and your mind are connected. When one is restless, the other cannot find peace. Think about it. Have you ever tried to quiet your thoughts while your shoulders were tight, your jaw was clenched, and your breath was shallow? It doesn't work. The body speaks the language of the mind, and the mind mirrors the state of the body. If you want to find stillness inside, You must first invite stillness outside. So tonight, we quiet both, not by force, not by fighting, but by allowing, by choosing softness over tension, presence over chaos. This is where peace begins. Start with your breath. Right now, take one slow inhale through your nose, deep, steady, filling your lungs completely. Hold it gently at the top. Now release it through your mouth, long and unhurried, as if you are blowing away everything you no longer need. Again, inhale calm. Hold. Exhale tension. One more time. Inhale life. Hold. Exhale every worry that's been crowding your chest. All day, breath is more than air. It is the switch. It is the signal that tells your nervous system. Failure, the word alone can feel heavy. It can make your chest tighten, your stomach sink, your spirit shrink. We've been taught since childhood that failure is something to fear, something to hide from, something that defines us. But tonight, we rewrite that story, because failure is not the end, it is the teacher you've been ignoring. Think about the moments you've stumbled, the times you've tried, and it didn't work. The opportunities that slipped through your fingers. Maybe you didn't get the job. Maybe the relationship ended. Maybe the project collapsed after all your effort. In those moments, it's easy to label yourself. I'm not good enough. I don't have what it takes. I'll never change. But those are lies. Lies spoken by shame, not truth. Here's the truth. Failure is feedback. Nothing more, nothing less. It is raw data about what doesn't work. It is proof that you tried. Proof that you had the courage to step out of comfort. Proof that you were brave enough to attempt something others never dared. And inside every single failure is a seed, a lesson waiting to grow into wisdom. If only you're willing to look for it. Imagine a scientist running an experiment. They test, they measure, they record. When the experiment doesn't go as planned, they don't collapse and call themselves worthless. They study, they adjust, they try again. Why? Because they know the result isn't a reflection of their worth, it's simply information. That's what your failures are. Information. A map pointing you closer to the path that will work. But here's the problem. Too often gratitude is the antidote to emptiness. It is the force that takes what looks ordinary and reveals it is extraordinary. It is the practice that turns chaos into clarity, scarcity into abundance, and exhaustion into renewal. Tonight, before you drift into sleep, I want you to pause and take inventory not of what went wrong, but of what went right. This is your gratitude audit. All day, your mind has been scanning for problems. That's what the human brain does. It looks for threats. It highlights stress. It replays what could have been better. And if you are not careful, you'll carry that into the night. But gratitude shifts the lens. It retrains the mind to notice what is working, what is good, what is worth keeping close. Because here's the truth. What you focus on grows. And when you focus on gratitude, you water the seeds of joy, strength, and resilience. So let's begin. Think of one thing from today, just one that you are grateful for. Don't make it grand. Make it real. Maybe it was the smile from a stranger. that reminded you kindness still exists. Maybe it was the meal you had, simple but nourishing. Maybe it was the fact that, despite everything, you made it through today. Hold that memory in your mind. Breathe it in. Let it expand inside you. Feel the shift. It's subtle, but it's real. That's gratitude reshaping your inner world. Now, think of a second thing. Something small. Something easy to overlook. Maybe the way the sunlight fell through your window this morning. Maybe the sound of laughter, even if it was brief. Maybe the moment of quiet you had between all the noise. These are not accidents, they are gifts. And when you notice them, you teach yourself to see the beauty that's been surrounding you all along. And now, one more, the third. This one is different tonight. I want you to be grateful for yourself. Yes, you. For the resilience it took to wake up today. For the strength it took to face challenges. For the courage it took to keep moving when quitting seemed easier. You may not give yourself enough credit, but you should. Because even on your worst days, you've shown up. You fought through storms people don't even know about. That alone is worth gratitude. That alone is worth honoring. You see, gratitude isn't about pretending life is perfect. It's about refusing to let what's missing blind you to what's present. It's about training your eyes to notice the light, even when darkness seems louder. And the more you practice it, the more it changes you. Studies show gratitude improves sleep, lowers stress, strengthens relationships, and even rewires the brain for positivity. But beyond science, it simply makes life richer. Picture this. Two people go through the same day. One only sees what went wrong: the traffic, the arguments, the unfinished tasks. They lie in bed frustrated, bitter, drained. The other notices what went right: the meal, the laugh, the small wins. They lie in bed lighter, calmer, more hopeful. The same day to different lives. The difference? Gratitude. And here's the most powerful part. Gratitude compounds. The more Yahoo you believe you are shapes everything you do. Your identity is the root, and your actions are the branches. If the root is weak, the branches fall. If the root is strong, the branches grow tall and unshakable. This is why affirmations matter. Not the empty kind you repeat without feeling, but the kind that remind you of your truth. The kind that reshape the way you see yourself. The kind that change the story running through your head. Every single day. Because here's the reality. The world has been feeding you identities your whole life. Someone told you that you were too quiet, too loud, too slow, too broken, too much, or not enough. Maybe it was a parent. Maybe it was a teacher. Maybe it was your own inner critic whispering in the dark. And over time, you believed it. You wore those words like labels, and they became the lens through which you saw yourself. But tonight, you take those labels off. Tonight, you decide who you are. Close your eyes and hear these words. I am strong. I am consistent. I am worthy. Don't just listen, say them in your mind. Whisper them with your breath. Feel them move through your chest like waves. Because the more you affirm them, the more your subconscious begins to believe them. And once you believe, you act differently. Think about it. If you believe you are weak, you won't even try. If you believe you are inconsistent, you will sabotage yourself. If you believe you are unworthy, you'll push away opportunities meant for you. But if you believe you are strong, you will rise to challenges. If you believe you are consistent, you will keep showing up even when it's hard. If you believe you are worthy, you will finally allow yourself to receive the love, success, and peace you've been chasing. Identity is the foundation. Without it, everything else crumbles. Say it with me again. I am strong. I am consistent. I am worthy. And now, add this one. I am a finisher. How many times have you started something with passion only to let it fade away? A book left unread, a goal left half done, a dream left waiting. You've told yourself the lie. I'm not disciplined. I can't follow through. But tonight, you speak a new truth. I am a finisher. Because finishing is not about perfection, it's about persistence. It's about showing up one more time when most people would quit. It's about crossing the line, even if you crawl. Every affirmation you speak is not just words, it's programming. Your brain is like software, and identity affirmations are the code you install. If you run old programs of doubt, you'll always crash. But when you install new programs of power, your system runs differently. You think differently. You act differently. You live differently. And don't worry if the words don't feel real yet. They're not supposed to, at least not right away, when you plant a seed. You don't see a tree overnight. You water it. You protect it. You trust it. That's what affirmations are, seeds of identity. And every night you repeat them, you water them. Every day you act in alignment with them. They grow, until one day you look in the mirror and realize you've become the person you once only whispered about in the dark. So tonight, claim it, not with hesitation, with power. Say it boldly. I am strong. I am consistent. I am worthy. I am a finisher. Let these words echo inside you. Let them wash away every lie you've believed about yourself, because the truth is, the only limits on your life are the ones you accept. And when you change your identity, you change your destiny. Tomorrow has not yet arrived, but tonight you hold its shape in your hands. What you picture before you sleep becomes the blueprint your mind builds. From when you wake, this is the quiet power of vision. Most people stumble into tomorrow with no plan, no clarity, no energy, repeating the same cycle, dragging the same weight, but not you. Tonight, you will rehearse the life you want. Tonight, you will cast vision. Close your eyes for a moment. Breathe deeply. Let the noise of the day fade until you can imagine freely. Now, picture yourself waking up tomorrow morning, not with heaviness, not with dread, but with calm. You open your eyes and feel a deep sense of readiness. The first thought that enters your mind is not fear, it is strength. I can do this. See it. Feel it. Let that version of you come alive inside your imagination. Now, picture yourself moving through your morning. Maybe you're walking to the kitchen to make your coffee or tea. Maybe you're stepping outside to feel the air on your face. Maybe you're quietly preparing for work, for school, for the day ahead. But notice this. Your steps feel lighter. Your breath feels steadier. There is no rush in your chest. You are not behind, you are exactly where you need to be. That's what vision gives you. A different beginning. Next, I want you to imagine one key win tomorrow. One thing that, if you achieve it, will make the day feel like progress. Maybe it's finishing a task you've been avoiding. Maybe it's having that conversation you've been putting off. Maybe it's simply showing up with focus and not letting distractions steal your time. See yourself doing it. Picture it clearly. Watch your hands moving, your voice speaking, your body following through. Let your imagination rehearse success. This is more than daydreaming. This is mental training. Athletes do it before the game. Speakers do it before they step on stage. Leaders do it before they make critical decisions. They see it first, so when the moment comes, it feels familiar. And tonight, you do the same. Now, bring an obstacle into your vision. Yes, tomorrow will hold challenges. Maybe it's someone who doubts you. Maybe it's a moment of fatigue. Maybe it's the temptation to quit or scroll your hours away. Don't avoid it, see it. And now, picture yourself handling it differently. See yourself staying calm. See yourself choosing strength over weakness, focus over distraction, persistence over surrender. Watch yourself rise in the very place you used to fall. That is the power of vision. You rehearse victory even in the face of challenge. As you hold this vision, notice how your body responds. Your shoulders relax. Your chest feels lighter. There's a quiet fire in your spirit, not frantic, not forced, just steady. You are aligning yourself with who you want to be, not with who the world says you are. This is not fantasy, it is rehearsal. And your brain doesn't know the difference between imagined success and lived success. The more you picture it, the more natural it feels, and the more likely you are to step into it tomorrow. Say to yourself, this is who I am. This is who I'm becoming. This is how I will show up. Let those words anchor the vision, because when you define your tomorrow tonight, you take back control, no longer reactive, no longer lost, but intentional. And here's something to remember. You don't have to see the entire future. You only need to see the next step. One clear action. One win. One choice that moves you closer to the life you're building. That's all vision requires, not perfection, just direction. So, as you breathe here, let the picture of tomorrow settle deep inside you. The calm wake-up, the steady energy, the key win, the strength to face obstacles. Feel it, own it, let your future self whisper, you've already lived this. All you have to do now is walk into it. You have been carrying burdens no one else can see. Burdens of mistakes, regrets, moments where you feel you fell short, moments where you wished you had done things differently. Maybe you let someone down. Maybe you didn't meet your own expectations. Maybe you betrayed your own values. And because of that, your mind has punished you over and over, replaying the moments like a movie you cannot turn off. Tonight, that stops. Tonight, you start to give yourself the one thing you may have been denying yourself for far too long. Compassion. Self-forgiveness is not weakness. It is not surrender. It is courage. It is the courage to look yourself in the eye and say, I am human. I make mistakes. I am still learning. Think about a child learning to walk. When they stumble, do we condemn them? Do we call them failures? Do we punish them for falling? Of course not. We encourage. We cheer. We lift them up. We know that every stumble is a step toward growth. And yet, as adults, we treat ourselves far more harshly than we would ever treat a child. We replay our stumbles endlessly, tighten our grip on guilt, and refuse to let go tonight. I want you to take one mistake that weighs on you, one memory that still feels heavy, and bring it fully into your awareness. Picture it in your mind, not to dwell, but to release. Feel the tension it creates in your chest. Notice the thoughts that swirl in your mind. And now gently place your hand on your heart. Whisper to yourself, I forgive myself. Not because what happened was okay, not because it didn't matter, but because holding on to this pain is no longer serving you. Holding onto it only keeps you stuck, only keeps you small, only keeps you from living fully. Forgiveness is a choice to reclaim your energy and your life. Forgiveness is not forgetting. Forgiveness is not pretending it didn't happen. Forgiveness is acknowledging reality, accepting that you are human, and deciding to stop letting the past define your future. Think about the weight you've been carrying every sleepless night, every moment of shame, every mental replay of what could have been. That weight has been draining you. Quietly, but relentlessly, when you choose to forgive yourself, you cut through the chains that have been holding you down. You free yourself to breathe. You free yourself to grow. You free yourself to move forward. And here's the beauty of compassion. It transforms your inner dialogue. Instead of the harsh voice that says, you aren't enough, you failed, you can't do this, you begin to hear, you are learning, you are growing, you are worthy of love and understanding. You begin to treat yourself as you would treat someone you deeply care about. You begin to speak to yourself with gentleness instead of judgment. You begin to understand that mistakes are not identity, they are experiences. Imagine carrying a backpack filled with stones, each one representing a regret, a harsh word you said, an opportunity you missed, a choice you wish you had made differently. Feel the strain on your shoulders. Now, imagine slowly taking each stone out, one by one, examining it, and gently placing it on the ground. With every stone you release, your shoulders relax, your chest opens, your mind clears. That is what self-forgiveness does. It removes the weight you never needed to carry. It restores peace that was always inside you, waiting for permission to return. And self-compassion doesn't stop at forgiveness. It is also an act of love and protection. It is saying, I will no longer punish myself for being human. I will care for myself as I deserve. I will hold space for my own growth. When you practice compassion toward yourself, you build resilience. You build courage. You build the foundation for a life where you can take risks, learn from setbacks, and keep moving forward without fear of self-condemnation. Tonight, as you lie here, allow yourself to imagine a version of you who is fully compassionate. Picture the warmth in your chest as you forgive yourself. Feel the weight lifting from your shoulders. Hear the gentle voice inside saying, it's okay. You are enough. You are learning. You are growing. Let that feeling spread through your entire body. washing over every thought of guilt, shame, or regret. Let it remind you that you are human, you are capable of change, and you are deserving of peace. Notice how your breathing changes as you allow yourself this moment of compassion. Each inhale fills you with understanding. Each exhale releases the tension you've been holding. Let your heart expand with the realization that the past does not control you, that every mistake was simply a lesson in disguise, and that you have the power to treat yourself with the kindness you have always deserved. Tonight, this is your gift to yourself, the gift of letting go, the gift of releasing what no longer serves you, the gift of stepping into tomorrow unburdened, lighter, and stronger than before.